we go. Raise your hand if you've got a headache. Hey, welcome everyone. I don't know how long we're gonna go today. We'll see if we do everything we're supposed to do or not. I cannot shake a headache this morning. Been building all morning despite all my efforts to defeat it. Ah! Happy Friday. Everyone's having a good Friday out there. I am playing with the new control pad, the Stream Deck. I'd lift it up and show you, but it's kind of anchored to my desk the way I've got it here. I have a little control pad with customizable keys for OBS. And so everything that I can push to do stuff is different buttons in a different place than I'm used to. Takes a little getting used to. But I have a nice button for my mic again, because the one on the Yeti is, the physical button on the Yeti is a nightmare. And now I can mute. Right now. Yeah, so I can mute and unmute it again from a nice convenient button that actually works. Yay! Oh, now I'm hoping the headache goes away. Soon. New Game Plus. We're playing New Game Plus on Ultra Hard. And it's had a good effect on the DLC. I mean, I like the challenge so far. We've had some really good fights. They're exciting, they're difficult, and they're doable so far. Perfect. We're still at the level cap. We will remain at the level cap, so we will be above the levels of the quests in the DLC. But they're getting closer to our level. All right. I think we're going. I hope we're going.
We'll soon turn this place into a true Banuk camp.
If anyone's out there, welcome. Hello.
The demon at Thunder's drum will be our undoing. Either we stop it, or we die.
Back to. Not back to anything. Alright, we ended at Stone Yield. Oh, that's right, the bandit camp. The bandit camp. We went overtime a little bit yesterday because of a bandit camp. I cleared about 80-90% of this bandit camp, and as I came back towards the entrance, I got slaughtered by a few elites. Do the whole thing over again.
I remember
No longer a
the
bandit
Red
camp.
Blades. They were not so long ago, and they are not easily forgiven. I've hunted for many years. I've seen machines like those that belong to the daemon.
Crafting nearly anything requires shards. Most of the ammunition didn't. We're gonna have to blaze is what I want to get at, but not just blaze. There are other components that go into all our ammunition and explosives that we're starting to get short on. That is not good. Can't just go buy all that we want. We can buy, but we can't buy an unlimited amount. Shard supply is down to 15,000, and that might sound like a lot. It's plenty for crafting, but it's not plenty for crafting and buying stacks of crafting materials. So, what does that mean? Start selling things that don't absolutely need. Plenty of chill water, I'm not using that. At least sell a stack or two of that. Echo shells, let's see, metal burn. Doesn't look like I'm using much metal burn. Sell a stack or two of that. I've been using far fewer tripwires in the DLC than I remember using in the main game. Still, wire doesn't get you much. You sell it, and it's used for many things. I don't plan on selling much wire, maybe a little. So sparkers, all right. We're getting a bit low on sparkers. No, we're not. What are we getting low on? Blaze, like I said, that's expensive. I bought some of the blaze that we have here. We were down to about 100 units after the bandit camp. So I bought some extra just so we'd have stuff to craft with, but I don't like that. There it is, metal vessels, that's the one. Blaze and metal vessels. Sources, scrappers, Lancehorn, Broadhead, Trampler, lots of machines, only some of which are in the north, and they're mixed in with demonic versions, and I don't think it's practical to go harvesting machines for the bulk of the resources we need to craft ammo for the rest of the DLC. Probably makes more sense to buy metal vessels and blaze, but that's expensive, and we also need shards for crafting. What does that mean? We gotta sell other stuff for shards, so we have shards to buy some of the resources we're short on, and still have shards for crafting. I'm not too worried about buying the new gear, and I'll tell you why. It's not just expensive with shards, it's expensive with animal resources. And then with what you have to spend if you combine shards and how many animals you have to kill, you need 10 goat skins, 10 goat, some other part, teeth, eyes, pancreas, but you need 2 different categories of goat parts, 10 of each for different things that you're buying. And you don't get a guaranteed drop when you kill a goat, so we might have to kill 50 goats to get the 20 parts that we need. Finding 50 goats takes a while. Killing 50, I don't want this to be a goat killing stream. Entropic, brother, believe it or not, you are the first one here. Holiday next week, weekend, best streamer online, best Friday ever. Welcome, thank you.
Are you mine?
And Matthew, welcome Matthew.
Or am I yours?
So, lost my train of thought in there somewhere, but that's okay. We're gonna sell stuff. I completely lost my train of thought. Does anyone remember what it was? Doesn't matter. I don't know what value there is. I don't think there's much value in treasure boxes themselves. None. Can't sell them. Value listed. It is any DLC for Horizon? This is the Horizon DLC. Alright, we got a new weapon from that guy. Let's open up as much of these as we can. Some of the resources we're short on will actually get some decent amounts of from these. You like to be first. Need to make room. Spear damage. It's good though, we can put that in our spear right away. I have room to take it out of the box. Isn't that weird? We have room to carry the box, but we don't have room to take the thing that's in the box out of the box. Physics! It has its own story, and side quests, and area, and items. They're gone. Yeah, I've been sitting on these for a while, can you tell? Whew. Yeah, it's very good. Matthew, I like it a lot. Because the story has to be small enough for the DLC. It can't be a big story. It's, you know, the main game was a bigger, better story, but this one connects to it in a few ways so far. I like how it connects so far. Charts. What's in the box? Since there are squirrels, I haven't seen anything that wants squirrel parts, but I'm gonna not sell squirrel parts. I'll bet you something wants them in trade. We need to keep badger parts, and we need to keep goat parts, and other badger parts, and other goat parts. I don't think, that's what I was talking about. We're not gonna get the special weapons and armor in this DLC, and I don't think you're expected to get it at the beginning of the DLC. It will take a while to get what you need to trade for those, and you'll probably get them near the end of the DLC, and then you could play the rest of the game with them. Bob, what's up, Bob? Welcome. Howdy, howdy. We're not gonna kill 50 goats, but I will take on the goats and badgers that I see. Ringo! Thank you, Ringo! Thank you for the resub, man. Thank you. Thank you for the support. You must be out there somewhere. Glad you're still having a good time. Cheers. Alrighty then. Let's sell what we can sell. I might even pawn off some of these nice mods because we have more than we need of the types, even, of each type. So I'm gonna try and thin this down, get us some more shards, buy some blaze and metal vessels, which we're kind of short on, then we'll get back to it.
Nice. To a good hunt.
A good hunt. To a good hunt.
Every need is met. No wonder
Where are the merchants here?
delicate.
Wood is basically worthless, and if we hadn't gotten an expansion to our pack where we can hold a lot more, that would be more wood than I want to carry around. Too much wood is not a good thing. Some wood is a good thing. Not wood. Wire's just not worth selling. We're desperate. Regular fast travel packs don't have much value, but they're just wasting space. We have a golden fast travel pack. All the fast traveling we'll ever need. So a little bit of chill water. Which marks the stack. That marks the stack. Okay. 400 chill water. That's try selling 3 stacks. Metal burn, I think we have plenty of metal burn. Found the day? I can usually find them, Rango. I have to look them up one at a time, but I have emails that every follow that comes in, I have emails somewhere from the original date. Can't find them. Lenses and things aren't even worth that much. Only the super fancy ones are. Underjaw hearts. We're not desperate, and we're keeping the stacks, so no point in selling weapons. But mods. No mods we don't need. Stealth weave. Keeping those. Rare enough.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Bot not working? What's that? T, Y, B. I see you. What do you mean? What's up with the bot? The bot is not, or the bot is. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, that's my bad. This is the bot not working. The bot doesn't post those messages. I post those. Yeah, I've been trying to kick a headache all morning and it hasn't worked. Headache's just kind of gotten worse all morning. And I was psychologically in the shitter yesterday. So yeah, I know, I get neglectful sometimes, and I don't... sometimes when I'm feeling shitty, even though this and you are what has a chance when so few things do to pull me out of that, even when that's the case, I feel really weird about saying, hey, I feel shitty today. Come join me. Let me spread my shitty feeling. So that was yesterday. The J is broken. Bingo. The J is broken. That's what's up. I've been on the phone all morning, mostly computer stuff, and I just haven't had a mind for any of it right now. Resist corruption, resist corruption. We're not even seeing much corruption out here. Shock. Things like resist ranged. You can see the very rare ones are still under 20%. I don't know what they cap at. And these rare ones, the blue ones, are closer to 10 to 15% and 12%. I'm such a hoarder. I'm telling you that I'm gonna sell a lot of these and I can't even do it. It's not like we're actually gonna use them all. We have too many. But then I look at the value and go, 50 shards? 50 shards for that? It's like, this fancy one, Drummer's Weapon Coil. There are some new weapons, new types, and some of them even take their own mods, special mods. A lot of 50 shards adds up. Yeah, but think about that. So if I sell 10 and I get 500 shards, that's great. I would need to sell 100 to get 5,000. I'm looking for thousands of shards. I'm trying to get us thousands possible. We just don't have that much crap to sell right now. But we could eke out a couple thousand if we were desperate. And if we're desperate, I will. We're not desperate. Oh, that's where some of the other resources will go with the new types of ammunition for the new weapons. We have new pouches that can be upgraded with. I bet you Squirrel shows up in here later. First one's easy. Badger Bone. Squirrel Bone. Squirrel! Yeah. Feeling that would be in there. The beer exchange. Spear damage coil. We're gonna put that in our spear. Resist corruption. We'll sell those. Crafting mod weapons. Wait. Got 34% extra damage in our spear. This Forge Fire looses a powerful flamethrower attack. The mini boss at the bandit camp had a flamethrower. That was pretty badass, and now we've got it. And I'll bet you Varja can upgrade this thing. She took a Storm Slinger and made it a fancy Storm Slinger. I bet she can do that with the Forge Fire. Right. More stacks of resources that we're not actually using, that's a very good source of shards if we really need it. I'm gonna go spend a couple thousand of the shards we just reclaimed, though. Blaze and metal vessels. They're way too short on. I need to use more arrows and fewer explosives. That might sound disappointing. Doesn't mean we can't use lots of explosives, but I can't just randomly be slinging explosives because it's too expensive. Need to use more arrows. Gotta go back to our tribal roots. There might even be cheaper places to buy this. I don't know. This could be a terrible idea buying this stuff here. Alright, we got metal vessels and blaze, enough for restocking. Not just a little bit, but enough probably for the day, and hopefully enough for the DLC. Be more efficient with my crafting. Wait for crafting 6 at a time. Don't craft when you only are down 3. Stuff like that. Okay. Where are we off to anyways? Are we going back? What do we have that's marked back at Song's Heart? What's its name? Our medicine pouch needs filling. We can fill it 3 times. We need to fill it, overfill it twice from where we're at. To Song's Edge. Why are we being sent back there now? Prove yourself to the Werak. Only way for Aloy to access Thunder's Drum and learn its secrets is to challenge. All right. We had to do 2 of 4 things, and by clearing the bandit camp, that was the second one. To access Thunder's Drum and learn its secrets, we have to challenge Aratak to a hunting competition. The winner gains control of the Werak and the pass to the mountain. What else do we have open? The Hunters 3, a group of young Banuk hunters have banded together, seeking to pay their way out of their homelands and find new opportunities in the West. We killed a Stormclaw with them, one of the large birds. Huge birds. That was difficult to take down. And worth it. Song's Edge. Not hard. Song's Edge. Song's Edge. I think, not ready to go back to Song's Edge. Let's head northwest past the campfire, past some machines, meet up with the young Werak. There's another tower. We disable or destroy the tower, clear some machines with them. They'll have something for us to fight there that'll probably be a surprise. Bigger than whatever I'm expecting to be around the tower. Last few towers we had shell walkers. Those were gnarly. We had... I mean, that is the one I'm thinking of. Got really hung up on one of these control towers.
We whisper harvest.
That map is
We take parts from the machines.
useful and beautiful.
We honor their deaths.
Agree, Rango. It has a lot of depth to it when you pan the camera around. It's not just good looking, but helps you figure out terrain.
Stocking up.
Even though you can't tilt the camera on the map, you can really get a good sense of what's steep and what is likely passable. I'm gonna wander around here for medicine pouch. Refill purposes. I'm just gonna zigzag around the landscape and see how much we can get in a few minutes. Not everything we pick will be for the medicine pouch. Some of that will be fire, shock, frost type plants. Hey DJ, howdy. Freeze rhyme root. We're looking for anything that says
These
medicinal.
will keep.
Hey, Willow! Jay, the amazing, the mighty, the hunter, the robot killer. Those poor robots, Jay. You're so mean to the robots. Why do you have to kill the robots? Nice timing. Nice timing. Hey, get in here, everyone. Cheers. Cheers to you all. Hey, DJ. Willow. Quad. Greetings, all. Everybody doing all right? Happy Friday. Weekend has arrived. Feels all right, Willow. I can't lose a headache today, so I hope we have a full stream, and I hope you'll forgive me if I end up
Let's see what this blue
ducking out
game
at
is
some
worth.
point. But all right so far. I think my headache is does psychosomatic apply if the physical problem is still in your head? Can you even say something like that? My brain caused my brain to hurt. I think all the shit I was thinking about and wrestling with this morning is why my head hurts. So maybe being here, just having something simple and pleasant to focus on without all the wrangling, that might do it. The Advil didn't help. The stream might. ET sucks. ET sucks, Willow. Why? Why do you say that? ETs are supposed to be hard on you for all the right reasons.
I'll find a use for you.
Stress headache. Distract thyself. That's my theory. My working theory. DJ, had fun last night when you tested Vent's capture card. Is that the really nice one that he's had for a while? That you finally did get working? The same one we were talking about a while ago when you thought it was broken, or he thought it was broken, but... Exactly, Willow. The strength you gain will be worth it. That's how I tend to think of PT. More than anything else, it's easy to say that it's worth it. It's always worth it. Hey, Kithri. So... I haven't had much occasion to play with it yet, but I got this Stream Deck control pod for the stream. I'm gonna start putting GIFs back in that I can use now that I'll be able to tell what's what on my hotkeys, and I won't have to fuss with them when I want to trigger them. I want to give everybody a hug. I can give everyone a hug. And believe me, I want to give everyone a hug sometimes, and sometimes I need one. So, I've got hotkeys again, and I can bring the dogs up. And the cool thing is, I can even see the buttons on the Stream Deck. I can see the dog heads there. I can put whatever graphics I want on the buttons. If I want to see Lonnie, I see Lonnie and Jazz. I just had to have fun with that for a moment. Bulbasaur, is that Build-A-Bear? Willow, I don't know Bulbasaur, but I know Build-A-Bear's doing some new Star Wars. They're doing Porgs, and any interest in those? They do look cute. Did they make is it like a Yoda? Did they make a new Yoda Build-A-Bear? Did I imagine that? Maybe I imagined that. Let's get that ugly marker off our map. Come on. A Gen 1 starter Pokemon. That sounds cool.
That's some blue green. Might as well trade it.
See in the shadows there's a stalker. There's at least one stalker. Two stalkers. Scrappers and stalkers. The stalkers are cloaked. They've even got watchers in there. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. Nasty. Where are the hunters? The hunters should be right here. Oh, they're standing next to me. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
There's the herd. Everyone ready?
Are you joking? We were born ready. Let's go get them, flaming skulls.
Nope. That's awful.
It is a pretty bad name. Good effort to work, huh?
Forget it. Let's just go kill something.
Let's go kill something. It might make sense to take the tower first. Destroy the tower, rather than try to get up close and override it. If we can override it, we get a stun. It's an electric stun to everything in the pulse area. And if I destroy it by taking out its heat sink, it'll be a fire stun. We can get both if we do the override first. I'm not going to be able to get in there to do the override. So I think we just take out the tower, and then it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. How close are we to a campfire? I walked by that. I don't think I actually saved there. What's over here? Kill the machines. That's where our objective marker moved. I'm going to hit up this campfire before we dive in. I don't think we got a guaranteed save, and I don't want to get tossed back across the map. Hello, Colonel. Are you asking me if this is fun? Yes. Maybe you're asking something else? Colonel, this is one of my favorite games of all time. It's new this year, but it is already one of my favorite games of all time. So yes, it's fun. It's fun.
Looks like they're still here. Let's hope this time goes better than last time.
This job playing games? Am I allowed to call that a silly question? Yes, it's fun. I would be doing this anyways. I've been playing games all my life, so to be able to, and it's this job. It's hard sometimes to call it a job, but since it contributes to a living, fair enough. But it doesn't feel much like a job. Probably imagine that part. It gets weird when you realize that it is a job, and that you have to try and live and feed yourself and keep a roof over your head. That's where it gets weird, because we all have different concepts of why we're here, and is it okay or is it normal? Is it weird to try and turn Twitch into a money thing? You know, it's not my favorite thing to talk about on Twitch, but I don't like to pretend it's not a thing. It is. This is now part of supporting me in my life, so yeah. But it doesn't feel a whole lot like a job. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, but many people have said before that if you enjoy your work, whatever it is, if you really enjoy it, it's not really a job, right? It's a big if. Who enjoys what they do every day? Who enjoys what they do immensely? The thing that pays the bills. So this is just a piece of it. I'd love to stop fixing computers and just play games. We're nowhere near that. I know the sound is really annoying, and I just let it keep going. So let's stop it. Let's take the tower down. I don't have a very good.
Which gets past them.
I've been spotted already. Balls. Oh, they're doing some nice. That was an unexpectedly strong start from them.
Gotta get rid of that tower.
They provide a good enough distraction, I might be able to override the tower. I'm just not counting on it. Come on. Override. Where the prompt is like... Fucking override prompt is not right next to the thing. It's... You almost have to be a few inches out. Oh! And it's... You're killing me here. Fucking override it. It's a miracle! Go, team, go! Go, team, go!
I feel pain, but
Stalkers are very stealthy. That's what we're gonna do. Ah, cool, dude. There we go. I should have stunned him. Didn't really. Now took both really close. Knock some extra arrows, which takes a little longer to set up. There they go. Where'd you go?
there.
I was about to die. I think I loosed the arrows unintentionally. I was trying to heal. Knock some arrows. Here we go.
We're not fast.
real thing. Without wasting blaze and metal burn, and didn't need a single bomb. I like. The team really helped that time. Kids weren't bad.
I wonder what they'll trade for Blue Gleam.
Hey, boss! I almost missed you in there. How you doing? Speaking of boss, it's the boss fight. That was hardly a boss fight.
I could forget what warmth feels like out here.
That's beautiful.
I don't know about you three, but I feel better. Aloy, did you get that component?
You tell me.
It's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrand.
It's starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni was... she was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
What happened?
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Onikut, damn him! He wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Onikut, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
We tracked Nakoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
I'm sorry, Tatai. It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you. Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onikut wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you're willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onikut's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
Is this why you left Banor? Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Onikut knew Nakoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we, Tatai? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did.
I'm sorry for what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Aloy.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Banor is buried in Banor. What matters now is what happens in the Sundom. That's where the burning turkeys are gonna make a name for ourselves, right?
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snap mall fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
What up, Dragoon? Friday. Howdy doody. Hurrah.
Maybe I can trade this blue green.
We're just chilling here. Your day. Go west. To a snap mall site, huh? Let's say final encounter. Cold? How cold? 19, that's cold. Took the dogs out before the stream and it wasn't as cold as I expected. Too many layers. Wind chill of 8. Even the goat says, damn. Squirrel! Why are you making the goats extinct? We need goat bones and goat skin to trade along with the blue gleam and shards for the new weapons and armor in the DLC. You cannot get the new weapons and armor in the DLC without murdering goats and badgers. Them's the rules. But I'm not that set on doing it. We are woo!
I am assuming direct control.
I love the three-part. I love the three-part cheer. Yes. Oh, command. Cheers to you.
The Banuk might find this blue gleam stuff valuable.
Demonic snap maws. Good times. No, deep water. Oh, damn. There's a snap maw right there! Trying to get to the hunters.
No sign of them yet.
Sign of them.
Guess I'll just sit and wait. I was starting to worry about you three. Everything all right?
We took our time. After our last conversation, we had a lot to think about.
I can imagine. Just one more hunt, then your dead is buried and you three can make your way south. Ready?
Huntress, the Sunshine Snowshoes await your signal.
Horrible!
I'm almost impressed, Dulamok. Didn't think you could come up with a name worse than burning turkeys.
Well, I liked it. Let's hunt.
Let's hunt.
You're all right, Aloy. Thanks.
But you gotta save it too. Okay, game on. Well, guys, this is... Oh, shit. No, you do not want to be under the ice. Where the hell's that tower? Where's the tower? Right, none of this nonsense. Override, one shot, do it. That's right. There's another, wait, there's another tower. Where's the other tower? Shit. Oh no, don't get in the water with the snap, Mom! Fuck! Aloy, you're gonna out of the water. I need you out of the water. Girl, please! Just fine, be dead. Don't do anything except stand there and drown and die. That's very helpful. Come on! Go, 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 go! Off the log! Come on! I know it's there. The hitboxes on these things for override are not right next to them. They're out a few feet.
This tower could be useful.
Holy shit! How'd that feel? Aloy, if you stay there in the water while this thing kicks your ass! Oh, they're so good at tracking. Oh god! Fuck. That was irritating. Stagger, knock, drown, swim. Ah. Hey Chandler, how are you doing? Stopping by to say hey. I'm good, except for a headache that I can't lose today. And you? How are you doing? I didn't get to kick off that fight. I don't know what happened to them, but they started the fight. Let's do this differently. It's that wall right there. Towers. Although they're starting the fight, did 3 towers? How many towers are there here? One, 2, 3. There are 3 towers here.
Come on,
Damn.
then.
Okay, once again, fight got kicked off prematurely. I got a little bit of everything. The water is really gonna get me because I can't keep my feet on land. If I'm running to evade. Come on, up for air, Aloy. Out of the water, Aloy. Override problems.
Need to take this thing over.
Get out of the water! Get out of the fucking water! Override. Hitboxes! You. Oh, you. Override! Okay, that's 2. Now this one. We can still shoot it from the ground. Okay. So we do that. Try and stay out of the water. Just. Got at least 1 on my ass. Get out of the water. Okay, get up here and override this fucking thing before it comes back. It's gonna hit me. We're not gonna make it. Incoming.
Some energy. Repairs them.
Ooh! Yeah, you get it, birdie. There you go. Track you. Water. Get out of the water. Up, and at them! I need some stable fucking ground. Not good. Incredibly bad. Where's the rest of my gang? Heal! Move! Swim! Go! Oh, man. It is intense and fun. It is very intense and fun. This is a little batshit right here, though. What's going on at the moment? Being stalked by these asshole birds with stuns. You guys. Explosions for you. Dick birds. I really don't like the ice water here. It's swimming when you're trying to fight is not fun. Swimming in this game is not even a thing that matters. You just don't. It's like a nice touch that you can swim when you want to. Falling into the water and engaging the swim mechanic when you're trying to fight, not a plus. Not a plus. Now a straight fight? Awesome. Machines have all these different components. So you can remove their weapons or remove their defensive systems or pick away at their armor. There's so many cool things you can do. But it does kind of, I mean, if you're just panicking and falling in the water, it's hard to do those things. So this area with all the ice, why isn't the rest of the water frozen? Why is any of it? It should all be so frozen. I could do without the falling in. You got allies for this mission? Yeah? I think they're over there by the campfire fighting the snap maws. They're also aimbots. Snap maws are like aimbots with their frost. Oh god, all three of them are right up here? Why'd you guys let that happen? What are you doing? Why are you here with all of them? That's insane! Water, shit. Could I have a 2-second breather? 2 seconds? 3 seconds, maybe? That'd be nice. Thank you. fight just keeps going on. See any weak spots?
We did it. We really did it.
Come here, Aloy. Let's have a proper goodbye, huh?
I'd have to leave something else behind. There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time.
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A Werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the Werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be all right?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrand. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I can give you some information, Chandler. Give me a minute.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
It's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? That's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
Accomplished what they've endured. They fight for what they've endured. A friend murdered. They're just trying to be a good Werak.
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a wound. The sort of wound a lot of people don't recover from.
Yeah. We've got nothing but scars to show for it.
That's the point. Only survivor's scar. After everything you've been through, you keep going.
We're the Scars of the North.
Scars of the North. Sounds pretty tough, doesn't it?
Thank you, Aloy. It's a good name.
Actually is a good name.
One we'll honor.
I thought all the bad name stuff was kind of silly, but they ended up with a good one. Scars of the North. So, Chandler, your question was good. Your question was perfectly good. Nothing wrong with asking that. Of course you should ask that. What's with all these machines? Why are they here? But the mystery is a big part of the game. And understanding that, I could give you a short answer, I could give you a longer answer, but if you want the best answer, you've got to play through or watch the whole game. Because the short answer isn't as cool as the long one. But what I can tell you is that automated workforce became... I'm going to try and tie the DLC to the main game here and give you a little bit of an answer. Humans were replaced by machines in nearly every workforce. Everything from assembly lines, which are a little more obvious because that's happening right now in our lives, all the way up to military and even decision making. As AI became more functional, more capable, it was put in control of more things. Think Terminator, think Skynet. That's not what happened here. It wasn't Skynet. It wasn't Skynet, but it is a story about machines that come to replace man. Now how that happened, why that happened, it's a hell of a story. I wouldn't want you to miss it, and I wouldn't want to spoil it. So I encourage you to play or watch rather than just have someone explain. But the machines began as machines made by man. And at this point, they are... the machines are making the machines. These control towers are kind of a new thing. Didn't have anything quite like them in the main game. We overrode them. They stunned things in the pulse area. It also destroyed them. They would have set fire to things in the pulse area. Expensive arrows, I shouldn't really be wasting them. We don't need to blow those things up at all. It's a little early, but I think I want to take our first break. That was a hell of a fight. Where are we going? Let's figure out where we're going, then I'll take a little break. Still, this headache doesn't want to go away, but it's a little better. The main quest for the DLC is sending us back to Song's Edge to challenge their leader, but there's to challenge Aratak to a hunting competition to gain control of the Werak. We're not Banuk. We have no business trying to take leadership in the tribe, so it's a little weird. But we're gonna go challenge someone to gain control of the Werak so that we can pass through to the mountain, to Thunder's Drum. But I think when we get back to Song's Edge, let's meet up with Bergrand first. Follow up on the Hunters 3. So that after a break, and that brings us to break time. Stay tuned, everyone. I'll see you soon.